What's going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to my channel. It's always so lovely to meet you here. You know the whole spiel. If you are subscribed to my channel, what's up, fam? And if this is your first time on my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Feel free to take a look around, see what it is that you like. And if you like it, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click the notification bell so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. This subject for today is a very, very, very sensitive topic. And as I was just moving about earlier, and I had made a stop, and there was a TV there, and there was a talk show, and they were discussing people who are pro-mask and people who are anti-mask about the school systems, children in the school system. And it was a very, very sensitive topic, and it began to get heated, and I'm just sitting there and I'm observing, and I did feel, I felt some type of way, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to take it to my YouTube channel. So here we are, and we're going to talk about it. And if you have, if you want to piggyback off of what I'm saying, or if you have something to add, or if you don't agree, go ahead and use the comment section to express yourself. Just be nice. Don't be mean to me, and don't be mean to nobody on my channel, because we don't do that around here, okay? So yes, let's go ahead and get into it. Pro-mask. So for people that want to know how I feel, am I pro-mask, am I anti-mask? I'm just observing. I'm gonna let y'all have all of that, but I do wear my mask sometimes. I do encourage my children to wear their mask to school. When I am like in the grocery store, when I'm at the market, I do put my mask on. When I'm around like friends and family, I don't necessarily wear my mask unless I'm like intuitively guided. Like if I hear like, put your mask on, I have it on. But other than that, I'm just kind of like going with the flow. I have had COVID earlier, January of 2021. So, it was really interesting. A lot of people, I wasn't the type of person, I wasn't the person that had to be hospitalized or anything like that. I just treated it as if it was a cold. I did quarantine. But I'm very blessed that I was able to make it, through successfully without, all of the extra stuff that everybody else has gone through. And my heart and condolences go out to anybody who have lost family to COVID-19. Or who had to, go through a difficult time to heal from it. So, my heart, love, go out to you. I'm wearing a hood today because I am in such an introverted mood. I've been wearing a hood all day. Sometimes I want to be bothered. Sometimes I don't. But overall, I am an extreme recluse, and I am really, really introverted. So today was one of those days when I was like, you know what? I am going to wear a hood as I am floating out in this world because I still have to get things done. Enough about me. All right, so pro-mask versus anti-mask. Okay, so they were making a point about children cases, have definitely escalated since school have started. And there are people and teachers, there are parents and teachers and people who do not even have children who are saying that they feel like the mask, children should wear their mask all the time, right? And wearing a mask is better than contracting COVID and spreading it to others. Then we have the other side, which is saying that, which is the anti-mask, and they're saying that children having to wear masks is child abuse. Also, children should be able to, have the right to choose if they want to wear a mask or not. I kind of feel like everybody is right and everybody is wrong. Like I feel like that about a lot of things, and that is kind of floating in that black and white area. That is kind of floating in that gray area, when usually I'm like really like black and white on a lot of things. But you can't really make nobody do anything, right? And so they were saying where if you're not going to get the vaccination, you should at least put the mask on so that this world can go back to somewhat normal. My opinion, I don't ever feel like this world will go back to the normal that we knew before. Like, that time is over with. That's just not going to happen again. I also feel like COVID was more than just for the 3D. I feel like there's a lot that's going on in the 5D. And I feel like it is more difficult for people who are asleep to wrap that around their head than for people who are woke. And that's just my personal opinion. You know, that's just my personal opinion. It's my channel, so I can say what I want to say and I can share my views. I feel like parents don't know what their children are doing when they're in school. You know, because you have people that have had a mask on, take it down. And so I feel like parents don't know what their kids are doing in school. So for parents that be like, oh, I know what my children do. I know that. No, you don't. No, you don't. And I'm not trying to bust your bubble, but you don't. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I feel like why are you wearing a mask if you still touching things with your hand, right? Kids are sharing food. You know, they sharing snacks. You know, they giving each other high fives and hugs, and you know, they touching lockers and they touching the rails and doors, and they just touching desks. They touching stuff. No, I'm sure like when they first went back to school, you know, they had safety measures where they would constantly disinfect, but it's going to be like impossible, you know, to disinfect every area of the school, you know, continuously throughout the day. That's just impossible, you know. So I feel like with that being said, you know, it's kind of pointless to wear the mask because at some point you still gonna contract not the energy, the germs anyway. But on the flip side, I feel like for people who are sick, like I felt like this already. Like before the COVID happened, before pandemic, before quarantine, I felt like if you sick, put a mask on. Like or you know what I'm saying, stay out of people's face. Like that's absolutely nasty. It's absolutely just horrific to be sick and you just like like you nasty. So I feel like people need to have a mask on if you sick, you know what I'm saying? If you know that you got a little tickle in your throat, put a mask on. And I feel like that whether you sick or you not sick, whether it's COVID quarantine or if it's not, I mean that's nasty. It just is. And I feel like people, it shouldn't take for COVID and 19 to happen and for this pandemic to happen for people to understand that you're supposed to wash your hands and put hand sanitizer on. You know, even if you don't have if you don't have the soap or water to wash your hands, I feel like at least put hand sanitizer on. That's if you use the bathroom, whatever, like hand sanitizer or something. Yeah, I mean that's just how I feel. But I feel like for these parents and things, and for the conversation to get really heated, and for these parents to go back and forth with themselves, and they speaking for the child, I feel like nobody can really speak for their child. I feel like instead of all of these parents and saying all of this stuff, I feel like you should ask children. Hold on. I have she right here. I have 2 children. I have a 13-year-old son and I have an 18-year-old daughter. So my daughter right here, come here real quick. And we gonna hear it. Come sit right here on my lap. Yeah, go ahead. Right here. I got it. Yes, I have an 18-year-old daughter. Come sit right here. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. We gotta see you. All right. Say hi. Say hi to my subscribers. Hi. Okay. What you think about what I just said? Were you listening to me?
Yeah, I was listening.
Okay, so what you think about I just said about like, wearing a mask at school and how, y'all interact with one another, with sharing stuff and being around each other. You know, you was just at a party. She was just at a party. And she just found out today that one of the girls that she was, communicating with at the party has COVID-19. So we had to go get tests. But let's just hear what you think about this debate with parents and teachers and how they talking about, all this stuff with what you think about all this stuff?
What I think about the masks is just that, like, the fact that I'm in high school and in the hallways, everybody is super crowded. Like, it's just like you got the stairs and the rails, and then you got like the door handles, and it's just like, I feel like the masks is just not the only thing that's gonna, like, so-called protect us from, COVID-19 and stuff like that. So I think, like, there's people that still like to hug, still like to hold hands, and share drinks and stuff like that. For me, I try to keep as much distance as I can, but I definitely don't like people touching me, so I definitely try not to be touched. And
Oh.
yeah, and
So what do you think about, so that's how you feel about wearing the mask. What do you feel about, like, not wearing the mask? Like,
it's one thing. It's kind of different. It's like wearing the mask. You feel some sort of protection from whatever that's out there.
I agree.
But wearing the mask just because you have to in school because of whatever, because it's like a policy or a rule, it's just like when you really think about it, you can catch something without just breathing on your face. You get it?
I do. So what do you think about, like, I know if you don't want to comment on this, it's fine, but what do you think about, like, the vaccination? Like, what do you think about, like, the vaccine?
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay, you have to go into it. Okay, what else? What would I ask? Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thanks, Mom.
Say bye. Okay, just finish this up. Okay, so one thing that I thought about while she was talking was when people that are anti-mask, they say, and I agree with this, but like I said, I'm not taking sides. I put my mask on when I need to put my mask on, and I take it off when I need to take it off, and that's just what that is. But oh my goodness. Okay, so a part of wearing a mask, and the people that are anti-mask, they said that there are health concerns, there are psychological concerns. We have to really focus on, like, mental health and things like that. And I feel like wearing a mask, I feel like this world, not everybody, but I do feel like this world already need a better structured humanity. And just the way that we interact with one another, it needs to be more polite. So I do see that when, masks are over your face, because I'm the type of person that speaks, hello, how are you? So it does stop, from you kind of just seeing, it's just like right here. And only time you can really see if somebody, like, smiling, if they kind of, smile with their eyes versus, just smile with their mouth. So I do like to see people smile back, or people speak and say hello. Also, it is a scientific fact that we're not supposed to be taking our own breath, breathing in our own breath. Our breath, we're supposed to breathe in oxygen, we breathe out carbon dioxide. So when the people, and they were really spicy on TV when they was like, well, there is no health concerns and there is no proven, but it's okay, regardless if it's proven or not, there's do's and there's don'ts. And I have even more concerns about other stuff that's outside of this, and I'm gonna create a video. I'm stirring the pot, honey, okay? You want to know what I think? I'm gonna tell you what I think. But so I feel like I don't want to breathe my own breath in, and I feel like we're not supposed to. So that's the concern that I have. Breathing your own breath in for a prolonged period of time is not healthy, and that's just what that is. Also, the mask can be breaking your face out in the areas where you hold the mask at. I also feel like, for people that are wearing masks, you need to make sure that you have a new mask or a clean mask every day. That plays a major role. And I also feel like for people that do wear masks, not brushing your teeth and stuff like that is not you don't have no excuse. You still need to like brush your teeth and like take care of yourself. Underneath the mask. For those that apply to, no judgment. I'm just saying. Don't laugh at me. But anyway, so that's how I feel about that. I'm really like in a gray area with it, because I'm looking at stuff from a higher perspective. I'm looking at stuff from more of a 5D perspective. I see the bigger picture. I see more of what's going on. I see it as a concern for everyone. I also see that this can be a distraction from the main thing that we need to be worried about. And as I prepare for the next video that's gonna rub some people the wrong way, okay, yeah, COVID-19, it kills, it leaves you in a really bad place and all of that stuff, right? But let's talk about this fake food that the FDA has approved. That's the next video. So I feel like you're gonna die from something. It's one way in, it's one way out. And I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying something. I feel like COVID-19 can kill, but I also feel like this fake food with these low doses amount of poison from these chemicals that we're not supposed to be ingesting is another concern. So when they talk about vaccines and stuff like that, I feel like that's kind of, here, let me put this poison in you to make up for this other poison that I put into you, and I'm just gonna leave it there. So it's not funny, but it's like, you better laugh to keep from crying. So anyway, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what you think. Like I said before, you be nice, but let me know what y'all think. I really want to know, because this was a really sensitive topic and they were having a heated discussion, and they did handle it very well. But at the end of the day, I was like, I want to hear what the people from my channel have to say. So go ahead, y'all. Interact with your girl, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.